Sorry, this may be hard to read. I'm going to read it out loud for you. Trust is the willingness to be vulnerable to another person when there is something important to be lost. And we know this from personal relationships, but I'm really thinking about professional context right now. The other one is reduces labor costs, increases sociability, and serves as the basis for cooperation. I trust that I'm preaching to the choir and you believe all the stuff. But trust is this, without trust, people don't engage with us. But I want to put some language around decoding what we're actually talking about when we say we trust somebody. We're talking about three different things. And again, you see the source at the bottom here, but one, we're talking about ability again, and this relates to Amy Cuddy's word competence. So I'm going to use my friend Runa now as a different example. When I say I trust Runa, I'm talking about facing, I trust Runa, that Runa has the ability to do the things she says she's good at. I believe that she can do it. She's not bullshit. I believe that Runa has a set of values that are aligned with mine, that are okay with me. And when she states them, I believe it's true to be true. And I'm drawn to those values because we're in sync with it. And this is the one that I'd love for you to really pay attention to is benevolence, the degree to which the individual has the interest of others at heart. And we say that when we talk about trust, we're talking about all three things. So when I'm assessing whether or not I can trust Runa, and notice, you're not consciously doing this, but this is what's really going on. I'm going to show you a little model that has overlapping circles that puts some really interesting language around it. You see the three circles, ability, integrity, and benevolence here. And it shows that we trust people for different reasons, and there's different language around it. Well, let me direct you to the harsh truth teller. I have to chuckle because I have a colleague in Boston. His name is Greg Collins. He's an organizational consultant. His business card literally says, Greg Collins Provocateur. That's what he says. And he showed me this model and he said, I'm a harsh truth teller. If you hire me, he says, I know my shit. I'm a star player. And my moral compass means I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you what I really think and feel. If you want somebody to play nice, don't hire me. What's happened to him, people who want a harsh truth teller love working with Greg. I worked with clients where at some point they kicked him out because they wanted him to be a trustworthy partner. Does that distinction make sense? So he's lost jobs because he wasn't positioning himself in the middle and he didn't play nice. Now it's tricky, some of you in the room may be hired because you're star players. You know, again, we trust that you're at the top of the game in what your industry is, that you're current, that you know what you're doing. That's why we're bringing you in. That star player alone is not the best reason to really trust somebody. Because the moral compass often can be but I believe you're only looking out for yourself. You know, and we don't feel that good when we're working with you. But we really value how smart you are. You know, and I don't think we have to be in the middle necessarily. But as you're looking at this, maybe do a little mental scan. I'm not going to ask you to tell anybody, but see what's my sense of where I fit in here? And are you in the box where you want to be, in the part of the circle? What I love about all the frameworks I'm showing to you is if you want to be somewhere else, I think you'll immediately know what behaviors you need to engage in to show up differently in the work. And I'm starting with trust because without trust, the deeper and long success simply doesn't happen. And this is tough for you to play with. This is